You?
I feel like I already said this, but yeah, I'd just take my chances. I feel like it's pretty. I don't know. It was a hard question for me because I feel like either way, if you just like, I don't know, don't mess with it, it could not mess with you. I feel like there's a chance of survival for both. Definitely, it's less with the bear, but I don't know. I think I'd rather take my chances with the bear. At least that one's actually supposed to be in the forest because it lives in the forest.
So the scenario is you randomly get dropped into the forest, and then the man of a random man from the entire U.S. population also gets dropped into the forest. So there's no motivation. Why is he in the forest? It's just randomly in the forest. But okay.
Are we getting dropped in the same location?
You will come across either the man or the bear. You're not going to be able to hide. He won't see you. He will see you. You will see him. The bear will see you. You'll see the bear.
Damn. Okay.
But you're free. You can run away. You can stand there. You can walk past. What you do is up to you, I guess.
You play dead.
I can play dead. Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, I can't outrun a bear. So maybe I'll change my answer to a man.
But your original answer was bear.
Yeah. But
maybe the bear leaves you alone. Maybe the bear does nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so why did you pick the bear
True.
initially?
I don't know. I think just literally because I like animals. I know that's such a stupid answer because my life is on the line, but and also.
Well, I'll just grant that you do like animals, but in this situation that really, it's ultimately a question about your survival, right?
Yeah.
So your like or dislike for an animal is kind of irrelevant.
I feel like bears have a set. It's true, They don't have a set nature.
How many random men do you pass on the street every day?
Oh, like many, yeah.
Do they harm you?
No.
So
They
they're
don't
predictable
harm
to
me.
some degree.
Yeah, I guess you could say
Well, okay, so let's say, do you go party on DP?
I have before, yeah.
And you walk, they're fairly predictable in that none of them have ever walked up to you and punched you in the face.
Yeah, they're fairly predictable in
Okay,
that
so you can
sense.
predict that.
But that's here.
Yeah.
And if we're going into the wide scope of the whole world, you think of everything that's ever happened, there's nothing to say that it can't happen to you.
Yeah, sure. Geographically,
So-
your risk could be higher in some
Yeah.
geographies. But, I'll just simplify it. Let's just say it's a forest in the U.S. and the man will be a U.S. citizen.
That still doesn't change anything. There's still plenty of men who have done horrible things in the U.S.
Sure, yeah, there's plenty of horrible
So
men who've
I
done
would
terrible things, yeah.
rather die honorably by a bear and have it eat me and it be useful or something than die to a man.
But remember, the scenario is not, you don't know for certain for either the man or the bear if they're going to be aggressive towards you. They might.
Yeah, they might.
Both of them might, but both of them might not.
Yeah,
you don't know.
but I feel like a man could do far worse than a bear can.
Could.
Eat me, I don't care.
Okay.
So, yeah.
A man could also eat you. Cannibalism is a thing.
Sure, yeah.
But,
and then, Macy, what about you?
I agree with her, but I am low key. I have a fear of men. If I was alone with a man, I would be scared. So I would rather just be killed by a bear than get I don't know the intentions of the man, but I would just rather be killed by a bear.
Okay, so you're scared of men.
Mm-hmm.
Are you scared of Nick?
No.
No, he's
You
cool.
guys seem chill.
Oh, okay, all right.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $200. Are the ones that picked bear. Do you realize is that if a bear got into your home, and you call animal control or the police, most likely men would arrive to save your stupid asses.
There's only one man in the forest.
There's the police.
What police?
I've actually made this argument before, but Pagan, thank you, man. Appreciate the TTS. Good to see you in the chat. We also do have another chat here. Dude, 1990. Ladies, I would pick you over the bear 10 out of 10 times, even though a majority of you would pick the bear. Kind of a simp, but okay. What a simp. All right, thank you, though. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Actually, though, I mean, truthfully, though, it would be, at least from the male perspective, if it's random woman, random bear, yeah, the smart move would be to pick the woman. But I would pick the man, too.
Men are stronger.
And to be fair, man and man, like if you as a man being in the forest with another man, that's less of a threat than
Why?
like, as a woman.
Why is that?
Really? Okay. Because men can physically overpower us. Like I'm like working on being a bodybuilder right now. No matter how fucking strong I get, there's always going to be someone stronger who can just fucking pin me down and do whatever the hell they want.
Don't you want them on your side?
Yeah, but in a random forest, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be on my side. This is a random scenario. They could be on my side, they could not be.
So a bear is 100% guaranteed to not be on your side. You realize that?
No, it could leave you alone.
It can leave you alone, but
Most likely
it can
it
smell
won't.
you. It can hunt you. You're guaranteed to get hunted by a bear. A random man, you're not 100% guaranteed to get hunted down by him. And if two humans are working together, your chances of survival greatly increase.
You either come across the man or the bear, not both. Wait, is it both?
No, it's one or the other.
Is
It's one or
okay,
the
that's
other,
what I
but
thought.
you're in a survival situation in the middle of the
Oh.
woods.
Oh, I thought you were just I thought it was a survival like against the man or the bear.
No.
No.
Oh, it's just a survival.
You're
like,
dropped in the middle of the woods.
You
What
can
do you
choose
do?
one.
Who do you want on your team?
Yeah, if we're talking about like you.
Push it back over there. You kind of got freaked out by that spider there. Are you gonna? I mean, you're not gonna be freaked out by a giant bear?
That's a good point. Have any of you like been in contact with a bear?
I've seen them,
I've
but
seen
never in
them. I've seen
contact.
Yeah, but like in the zoo or something.
I've seen them on the street. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Like, I don't think we're fully dialed in on the dangers of a bear here. I think
Probably
modern
not.
conveniences have made people believe that they're just safe all the time, and they don't realize that bears will absolutely rip you apart.
A couple women have died recently from bear attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not totally safe. I'm curious though. So I mean, even if I grant even that there is, and that, well, look, there certainly is. If it is a random man, there is some potential for one of this randomly selected man to be a threat to you. What percentage, though, do you think that is? That you would be attacked by the man in this situation?
Hi.
High. How high? If you had to assign a percentage into the mic. We'll start with you. We'll go back that way.
More than 50%.
More than 50%. Okay. 60%?
60%.
So 60% would do what? Murder you?
Either murder me
Or
rape
try to
me.
like essay you? Mm-hmm. Well, what percentage would try to essay you? 60%?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, like, obviously, okay, I totally misunderstood the question, but, with men, I don't know, I'd say 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
50% chance of murder?
And that's just honestly because I've had my own personal experiences, and someone can lie to your face. Like,
Sure.
I had someone harm me who had known me since I was 15. And then the second I was 18, he was just like, oh, yeah, give me that. And then, well, there was nothing I could do about that.
So 50%
Yeah.
murder chance?
Because you really never know who someone truly is.
Sure, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'll go like 30%.
Try to attack you in some way? Okay, what about you?
I would say it's a 50-50.
50%. Okay, so 50, 30, 50. So the male population of the U.S. is 165 million. if we do 60, I'll just 60. That would be 50% would be about 80 million. You think so? I mean, you said 60, 50-50 for you two. Do you genuinely think that 80 million men in the United States would be inclined to essay or murder you?
From the stats at UCSB, yes.
What are the stats at UCSB?
I don't know, but I remember it being high.
What are, you'd have to cite the, or at least say what the stat is.
Something like 7 out of 10 girls at UCSB,
Have been full-blown essayed.
yes, in some kind of way.
Well, what is the definition of essay?
Either catcalled, either
Catcalling is
ass-
sexual assault.
No, just harassment
No,
in
you
general.
hold on. You
harassment
just
in
said
general.
catcalling. Well, while I think that's not appropriate behavior, how can that be sexual assault?
Okay, sorry, just any kind of
Well,
harassment in general.
I'm just going to take that was included in the data. How could you believe data that includes catcalling as sexual assault?
Harassment. Just
But
any
okay,
kind
fine.
of
If
harassment.
I'll even grant you that catcalling is harassment, but it's not sexual assault. I'm not saying it's.
Okay,
I don't
other
think
types of
catcalling
sexual
is cool.
assault include ass grabbing.
Sure, yeah. But you're saying the
Rape.
study cited includes catcalling.
No, that was part of harassment. I just morphed
Right,
everything together.
But so you said 7 out of 10 women at UCSB have
It
been.
was something like that, yes.
Okay. I mean, this is a study done by who? Is it done by UCSB?
No, it was, yes. It was some kind of program we had to finish before entering UCSB. And I remember reading about.
What about the rates
something-
towards men, or do they only care about when women are sexually harassed? I doubt they provide that.
They didn't provide that, but yes.
There's no information about the rate of harassment towards men.
No.
Interesting. So I'm trying to see. Nick, were you able to find anything on that?
No, not yet. Just looking over that stuff.
I can't find it. 70%.
And I'm gonna be honest, they pick a bunch of cherry pick stats and pull them.
By the. In any case, it includes catcalling. Okay.
Just any type of harassment.
Okay. But that includes catcalling. So what if the
I
rate?
honestly don't
What if the
remember
rate of
something
like
like
actual essay was 5%, but it's incorporating this 70% of women get catcalled? How could this ever be useful statistics?
Huh?
How could that be useful statistics if it's so broad that it includes catcalling? Something women even
I
do
think
to men.
catcalling I just included, but the three
I wouldn't be
top
surprised if
ones-
the study did actually consider it included.
But the 3 top ones that did include were ass grabbing at parties, especially,
Mm-hmm.
just unwanted touch, anything like that, and rape, of course. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that word for this. I could just use essay.
I see.
Okay, and so for this reason, because somebody at freshman orientation told you that 7 out of 10 women who go to UCSB have been or will be
Okay.
victim of vague essay, including but not limited to catcalling. This is your basis for saying that 60% of men in the United States, or 80 million men in the United States, would be inclined to murder or essay
Even if we
women.
don't go with specific numbers, I'd say a higher population of men are more inclined to like hurting women in any way possible.
Yeah, so 60%.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that number.
Okay. So then do you think, I mean, these are pretty high numbers. I mean, there's something pretty defective here going on with men then.
Well, if we go with like general statistics that everyone probably knows, whether that's from TikTok or any kind of social media that has like.
You think TikTok is a reputable
No,
source
I'm just
of
saying
information?
just like any kind of like
You're gonna
social
use TikTok
media.
when you go to med
Twitter, Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter
That's,
is not a reputable. How about we use Department of Justice statistics? And whatever is in the Department of Justice statistics, I'll grant you that that's the rate in which women are victimized in this specific way. Or do you not
Okay.
believe the Department of Justice
And
statistics?
what is that?
It's a federal.
No, I'm saying what are the numbers there?
Oh no, Nick, you can pull it up. Rate of, I guess the incidence of R-word. Department.
That also doesn't take into account any of the things that weren't reported.
Okay, but how do we, if we're gonna cite to statistics, and if something wasn't reported, how do we have a conversation about that?
I mean, facts. I mean, like, when it happened to me, I didn't report it because I was essentially told, there's nothing you can do. We can't do anything
You
to
went to
him.
the police?
Uh-huh, and they essentially told me that there was nothing I could do.
Was there a kit done?
There was not a kit done because it wasn't that kind of essay.
Okay. Well, I don't know the details of it, but
But we can get into it because it's tea, but we don't have to. It's real tea. Oh, it covers one of the other topics we weren't technically supposed to talk about.
like you were underage or something?
I wasn't, but there were other girls involved who were.
Okay. All right. In any case, though, your position, Nick, can you get this data?
Yeah, I was looking for